In the second video here, we're going to talk about F.I.T.T. F.I.T.T. Basically stands for frequency, intensity, time, and type. This is another principles of training that you can observe when we proceeding to prescribe a training program for yourself or your specific sport or CCA or PE lesson, right? So the aims of today's lesson is to first understand what is F.I.T.T principles about and to how to apply these principles to help athletes, right? So you maybe hopefully by the end of the day you can use this for your own CCA, you can use it for your own sports, you can use it for your own lesson or to apply or come up with your own training program, right? So just a recap, last time around we were doing specificity, SPORS, right? SOPR, sorry, specificity, overload, progression, right, or reversibility, right? F.I.T.T basically stands for frequency, intensity, time, and type. All right, so when we basically it's a set of guidelines, right, that helps you to come up with a workout to fit your goals and your fitness level. It's also an effective way of monitoring your exercise program, right? Because from here, basically this actually covers all the principles. Cover all the factors that you take note when you dealing with a coming up program, right? F.I.T.T. Okay, frequency, intensity, time, and type. So do take note of this, Okay, frequency mainly stands for how often you exercise. So for example, if you want to maybe train for 2.4, right? So you actually be training like 5 times a week or 10 times a week, okay, or the kind. Okay, so 5 or more days a week usually counts as a moderate, right? 3 days a week, right, is considered as actually should be for 3 days a week. This could be high intensity, so mainly because you need a lot of time to recover, right? So maybe your one day could be a very hard training, you need about another day to recover, and then Wednesday you train again, right? So if you're doing 3 days a week, probably could be for high intensity, right? And for 6 days a week, 6 or more days, so if you're training like almost every day, right, sometimes it can lead to weight loss. So then you run to my run every day, you could get having a lot of weight loss, so okay. But it varies from people, but this is just a guideline, right? So sometimes there are also people who do really train every day, right? And what they do is they compensate it with a very high calorie intake, right? So to compensate for the weight loss. For strength training, right, 2 to 3 non-consecutive days a week. Why? Because when you do strength training, it's considered depending on how heavy you carry, sometimes you may need some time to rest, okay, due to muscle fatigue or muscle soreness. Okay, next one, F.I.T.T. I stands for intensity. It really stands for how hard you work during the exercise. So measurement of intensity really is they actually look at the heart rate, as a percentage of your maximum heart rate, right? So we'll work in your target heart rate zone, alright, so maybe 60-80% is considered high. Also focusing on a variety of intensities to stimulate different energy system. Yeah, so there's an aerobic energy system, there's anaerobic energy system also as well. Okay, for strength training, right, 8 to 10 exercises, right, so there's also 1 to 3 sets, 8 to 16 reps, okay, of each 8 to 10 reps, 8 to 10 exercises, okay. So intensity, how hard you work, basically how hard you work. Okay, the measurement of intensity usually in sports we use it as a target heart rate zone. Means like, is it 80% of your max heart rate, is it 60% of intensity, 60% of your heart rate, all this, all time, okay, will refer to how long you exercise. So some depending on, for cardio exercises you may be taking about 30 to 60 minutes of cardio, right? Of course, the harder you work, you need the shorter workout. So sometimes low intensity, high volume, high intensity, low volume, right? So if you're working very hard, you can't be doing it for too long. Okay, 1 hour strength training total body workout. So if you're doing strength training, usually try not to take more than 1 hour, because anything more than 1 hour, sometimes the effects may it may be work negatively again instead. Time, okay, so okay, type, what kind of exercises and the method. So like, remember we were talking about specificity earlier on in the earlier video. So types is another thing that you consider, like maybe for cardio exercises. If I ask you to do a work on cardio exercise, so that there's certain top exercise like running, walking, cycling, swimming, cycling, or dancing. So it's actually good for cardio. Okay, but for strength training, of course, but just like running, we can't train. If I ask you to run, will you train your pull-ups? Doesn't, right? So to work on strength training, you need to do other things like provide resistance and a certain amount of resistance, such as bands, dumbbell, going to the gym, doing legs pull down machine, right? You lifting the barbell, or even bodyweight exercises that help you to really gain strength, right? So I mean, there's another school of thought like isometric, isokinetic training altogether, but we're not talking about that today. Okay, so strength training. So the type, basically F.I.T.T, frequency, intensity, time, and type. Type refers to when you are coming up training program, you need to think about the type of exercises they want to prescribe that will help you to achieve the intended outcome. Time type. Okay. So benefits of F.I.T.T principle. Okay, outlines how to manipulate. There's actually one so benefits of F.I.T.T principle. The outlines is basically how do you manipulate a program to get in shape and better results. It also help you to figure out how to change your workouts to avoid boredom, overusage. So some could be that maybe you've been running, you want to aim for do cardio, maybe you want to burn the calories, you want to lose weight, and you've been doing too much of running. So is it possible to change the type of training, right? Is it possible to change the intensity of training, right? Is it possible to change the frequency of training? Yeah, so all these are variables that you can actually play with. Also, instead of doing cycling, you can do running. Instead of running for 1 hour, you can swim for half an hour or something, right? But maybe at a high intensity, so you still achieve the intended outcome, right? Yeah, so manipulating one or more of the F.I.T.T principle, example, adding another day of walking faster, or adding some running, this will change the intensity, right? Walking for a longer period of time, this change the time. Or trying something different like swimming and running, this change the type, right? This is a matter of how we manipulate the F.I.T.T principles. Or here about okay. So this is a quick overview, so you can actually observe yourself. So I hope this you can use this to help you to think about this when you come back for training program later on. Okay, that's not been taught. Alright, so just a quick review. Sensitivity overload, this is what we did in video 1.